Hello everybody, it's Nick and I am going to do something I've never done before. So I'm going to record me noodling a song. So yeah, no idea if this is going to work or not, so stick with me. Just to sort of cover off what I am doing, I've just broken the screen, which is always a good start. Let's try that again. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, completely blank canvas. When I start writing songs, I normally have some shortcuts to drums, bass, guitars, that sort of thing, a couple of synths. So I'm going to start here with Pigments. Pigments is an awesome virtualized synthesizer that comes from a company called Arturia, who are French. And this is a great synth, and I've got no idea what I'm actually going to do. Typically what I start to do is I start with something of a I've got something in my head where I'm thinking I'd like to start here, and so in this instance I'm thinking I'm going to start with sequencing. And so sequencing is essentially like a random notes or what they call arpeggios, which may or may not start something up. And as you can see here, there's thousands of different options and sounds and so on. So I'm quite literally going to just start with one and just see if it starts anything off. So this is Fortress. Not quite what I was looking for. I'm looking for something that is so no. Let's keep going. And that's quite cool. So the beauty of this is that that's got a quite nice sort of feel to it. So then the case is, let's find a note. Oh, that's great actually. So let's see how that comes in. So what we're going to do, we're going to record what's called a clip. So we're going to put the metronome on. Let's just start that off. So this is D. So you heard there that it starts slightly too late. So what we do now is we're just going to look at that. I'm just going to bring that onto screen so you can see it. So there's the note, and what we're going to do is we're just going to bring it into time. That's brilliant, right? Okay, so automatically you're starting to think, oh, that's got a lot of sort of, I don't know, what would you think? It's sort of quite deep, angry, I don't know, aggressive, perfect for an underpinning for Wendy's sort of angelic vocal. So so what we'll now do then is let's put in I don't know if you can hear that on the microphone, but Wendy's got a vocal lesson next door right now. so let's just put in some drums. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put in a pre-canned bit of drums, because I think what we'll do is we'll put in some Fletcher beats just to get things going. So let's just get rid of that. Go back to Fletcher. That's quite cool. So let's just back that in. So automatic is, there's about a million ideas going through my head now, right? So now I'm going to go to one of my favorite synths, and I'm going to put in Omnisphere. Now Omnisphere is a absolute fantastic, wow, top note. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just, I don't know what they're singing next door, but that's just, I can hear it through my headphones. So what we got here is we've got Omnisphere, and Omnisphere is so a great synth. And the great thing about this synth is that you can do multiple different layers of stuff. Oh my God, breathe, girl, breathe. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in, let's just put in some arpeggio, so ARP, BPMs. So we'll find some arpeggio pads. So let's just put in, so that's quite powerful. That works. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set up a MIDI track so that it's so here we go. Cool. So now what we'll do is let's put in a bass line. So chords will come, right? So that's the beauty of this. Chords will come. The point now is we're just trying to build out something that gives you something to work from, some sort of foundation. So it's got to have a little bit of bass. So let's bring in a real gentleman, because I think wicked, right? So let's put in some delay, because that's got good bit of noodling. There we go. So bass line. give me an eighth. So just enough. So let's look at those notes. So what we do is just have a quick look at the notes, get that out of the way. So just make sure that they're in time. They're actually very nicely in time, but we're just going to move time up. Now, just an interesting one. I've got a bit of a bum note there. Obviously, my thumb's going to get rid of that. Good. So now what we're going to do is just going to bring in the final drum beat, because what I like to do is I like to, as you know, I like this particular drum sound. So we're just going to go and find that. So what we're going to do is we'll overlay drums. So in this particular instance, what we're going to do is we're going to put in my favorite kit, which is the Rock Kit 2. So what we'll do is we'll give it some extra oomph. So we're going to add in a mixed drums VST. So what that does is that just gives it a little bit more sort of kick and power. So we're just going to give it a bit of big beat. All right, good. So let's just noodle this and just see. So there's already a drum beat there. Let's try that. Wicked. Right, so straight away started with a bloody bum note. So let's just bring that in again. So let's just see the edit. So what we're going to do now is just going to have a quick look at the notes I hit, and there's a absolute corker of a wrong note. And then what we'll do wicked. Alright, so now what we're going to do is let's put in some top line, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to put in just a like a lead synth over the top. So we're to go to 2. I'm thinking that that's got quite a nice. I think it needs quite a big swell. So literally just going to sort of see what. See what's further down. So in D, and there's a whole bunch of chords that you could go to from D minor. So we get the idea, right, of how it's sort of been written, in that it could be either major or minor. So what we're doing there is we're holding the D note whilst doing different chord sequences. So D minor, C major 2, 9th, depends how you want to count that. B flat major, just with the inversion. Classic G minor, of course it's got the D. B flat major, but with the F bass. I'd say that works. So let's put it in. Make that massive. Right, here we go. Let's just put in some of these bad boys. No, not those. Don't want the strings. I want the voices. So let's just put these bad boys in, right? So augmented voices. Actually, I can do both. So let's grab that, do that. Copy. So we're going to copy those over. And why is that not copying? Try that again. Copy. Paste. Paste. So what we're going to do now is so some sort of weird banging. In these things, so I'm just going to find. So let's just find some big. track, just to give it that final sort of push. So we're going to 3. I know exactly where I'm going. So we're going to go 3. We've got some sort of filter on that. Let's get rid of that. We're going to go piano. Let's do that. Why is that not happening? Space. I've got some sounds missing for some reason. All right. Just got some ideas in my mind. That's what that is. Keyboards, ambient space piano. There we go. It's just massive sound, isn't it? All right, so let's just grab everybody. I'm just going to turn the vocal, I'm just going to turn it all down. It's all a bit too loud. So there we go. Nice and quiet. So we want to bring that up because we don't want to lose that. And what we'll do is we'll just make sure that the mix is good here. So turn those both down. Camera, how weird. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was helpful, interesting, informative, whatever the words may be. Thanks for watching.